I filled up. It was $5.39 a freaking gallon.
Ugh. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Open up the damn pipeline, people. Come on.
Why can't we just go back to the times when like a gallon of gas only cost like $1?
Exactly. It's so freaking ridiculous. It's because we were using Russian oil, and it's like some serious bullshit. So it's like, oh, awesome! I'm so glad we were buying it from them when we could just produce it ourselves and keep the money here.
Yeah.
Right. That Keystone pipeline that the Biden shut down right at the beginning. We were getting all kinds of oil from that. We were making all kinds of money. That's why gas was like. I mean, I remember gas almost got down to less than $1 a gallon.
In your lifetime?
Yeah.
Really?
2 years ago. So
really, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Here in Utah.
Not in Utah. Utah was expensive, but down in New Mexico. When so for example, I don't know if you remember, I took my dad's motorhome down to New Mexico to visit my in-laws. It was like Thanksgiving, like 2-3 years ago, something like that. Took it down, right? Gas was just around $2.50 a gallon, give or take. Or no. It was actually gas was about $2 a gallon, and I'm like, okay, I can afford that because driving that motorhome down there, like for example, it does not get very good gas mileage. So it gets, downhill with a tailwind, you're getting 10, maybe, right? So calculating for 8 miles to the gallon, right? It's 900 miles to get down there. So I'm just gonna make it easy. 1,000 miles divided by 8 miles per gallon. I need 125 gallons of gasoline to get down there.
To New Mexico.
To make it down there. One way. Okay? Multiply that. I did the calculations by $3 a gallon. So I exacerbated it. So one way, driving a big ass freaking motorhome down, I paid $375 in gas one way.
Yeah.
No, but hear me out.
Okay, all right.
$375 in gasoline. When I was down there, gas was 98 cents a gallon in New Mexico.
It sounds good.
Cost me, get this, Tanner, $80 to fill up that giant ass motorhome tank. $80. Do you know how much it cost me to fill up my minivan? $80. Actually, more now. It's gonna be $100. It's probably gonna be $100 now. Some serious bullshit. But yeah, like that kind of stuff drives me crazy. Now, think about it this way. So, grand total gasoline to get down there and back, honestly, cost me about $500, right? Total, right? Still saved me on a hotel. It still saved me on food, right? Because I had all the food I needed, like all that stuff. The only reason it was $500 is because I had to fill up the propane tank too.
Right.
So it cost me more. But now, right? So I need 125 gallons one way. Multiply that by $4 and let's say $4.25. Average right now is what we're looking at. One way, $531.25 to go down there if I were to take that vehicle.
The motorhome.
Right.
Not too shabby.
What the gas prices right now?
Oh, actually, no, it's a diesel, so it's going to be even more than that. It's already well over $5. It's like $5.50, or like even here in Utah, it's like $5 a gallon for freaking diesel. So 125. Yeah, $625 one way.
Still a lot.
$1,250 just in gas. At that point, for that price, I may as well fly.
Oh yeah, this is new Los Angeles, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Bet the gas prices aren't terribly high here.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, that's nice though.
And so it was that another survivor.
There's not a lot of traffic, so that's nice. They didn't copy that from old Los Angeles.
Together.
No, but that's something that pisses me off. Like, seriously, so I normally as far as politics go, I keep it in the realm of, you know what? It's a the things that are decided in Washington usually don't affect me in my daily life, with the exception of like taxes and shit like that. But even then, I've always been in like a lower tax bracket, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Right.
But now, decisions that are happening there, that's affecting me daily. I'm starting to think like, well, maybe I shouldn't drive over there. Maybe I shouldn't go that. go there. Maybe I should just stay home.
You shouldn't drive to...
Well, anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, considering the amount the gas costs.
Right.
And it's like...
Now it's just ideal to find, like, remote work.
Oh, yeah.
If possible.
Oh, my gosh, yes. And if I can swing it with my work right now, I'm going to do it. I got to make some more money for them.
Oh, well, that'd be a great option. If,
hell yeah.
You could do that. Or, you know, like, if you just want to drive locally around town... Xenoblade Chronicles X.
You know, great. Yeah.
You know, like take a scooter or some sort of a motorbike just around town instead of taking a truck or your car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so by doing this, I acknowledge that I'm going to overwrite my pre-existing save data from
Just do it.
years ago.
Just end it.
So I don't think we're going to do like a massive adventure playthrough of this game. I just want to play a little bit of this. And as well as Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in the near future.
Nice.
Just mainly because in a recent Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was officially announced. So I want to try to get some Xenoblade content out.
I
somewhat.
like it.
What else we were talking about? Like gas prices going up.
Bullshit.
Possibly like riding around town with scooters or bikes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've heard some politicians say, "We'll just buy a Tesla." It's like, okay, motherfucker, I'll pull 60 G's out of my asshole. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, Tesla. Yeah, Teslas are just electronic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or get a Tesla. Then you can just plug that in whenever.
Oh, well, okay. So here's the thing. So Barbara and I were talking about this, and it's like, hey, you know, like since I've decided to stay at the job that I'm at, and like just kind of build where I'm at right now, I'm trying to do things and like create kind of an attitude where, you know, hey, I can make money and do this and like make it like a kind of a career move kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of like just a job, so it's just kind of an interesting perspective. I was watching this guy, and it's like, hey, you know, before I was a billionaire, I would go to Rolls-Royce dealerships and smell the leather. Essentially, go to like $1 million homes and see it. Except here in Utah, like $1 million homes, forget about it. They're tiny. It's like a little itty bitty thing. Like forget about
teeny itty bitty dollhouse was just one room.
You know what's so
$1 million bucks.
You know what's crazy? So
ask who these two people are. Show interest.
Nice. Like my brother Matt, right? So when he built his house, he's got a really big house, really nice house, right?
Yeah, big house.
Do you know how much that costs?
Do I want to know?
Yeah, $250,000.
$250,000. No, that's like $250,000.
Yeah, not that much. Really, well, in
at the time.
Well, I mean, look at his house. It's big.
Yeah.
So you just got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bedrooms.
Me too.
7 bedrooms. I think 3 or 4 baths. Right when we did the finish work on it, on an acre of land, very nice. $250K. I remember when I was a kid. Because the only reason I know is because my dad told me. He's like, that's why you go to school, because then you can make that kind of money to do this. Whereas where I'm at right now, it's like, no, I can just learn how to sell shit over the phone and make this.
Yeah.
No degree, no student loans necessary. I do still have student loans.
But
you know,
I feel sorry for you.
No, I'm not tripping about them. The payments, it's like $100 a month.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that because, like, and also thanks to my parents, like, both of them and I, like, made an agreement to, take care of my tuition when I went to college.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, despite working at the farm, earning, like, what, max $9.25 an hour. The deal was between me and my parents was that as long as I didn't slack off in college, they would be willing to pay half of my tuition per semester, and I come up with the other half.
Yeah.
And look at me now. I'm out of college, no student debt.
Nice.
But I still had to pay for my own textbooks, so.
Yeah, textbooks.
Which also...
can eat a bag of dicks.
Unless if you use a website called slugbooks.com. You
Yeah.
ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I see. For me, I just rented them. I would just rent my textbooks.
For me, it just depended on like what was either like the lowest cost or from the amount of places I'm getting my books from.
So you know the crazy shit. Like when I was still trying to get into like any kind of medical program, that kind of shit. In that regard, with those books, they were so fucking expensive, dude. Like we're talking like $400 a piece. Same with my like I'd have to buy them for the class because of medical shit, right? Because you have to like study that. But so when I switched to political science, I haven't bought a single fucking book.
And you still got buys?
A's.
You still got A's without buying a required textbook.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, here's a little secret, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. This is from an individual, a man, myself, who sells security systems over the phone to people. I'm a phone solicitor, right? Who the fuck picks up a phone to a phone solicitor? Not me. I don't. But the thing is I still convince people to give me their money. So that tells me something. I have a way with words. That's it. When I doing the political science shit, guess what I would do? I just find out what my professor's political leanings are, and then whenever I had to write a paper, I just write them as if they were talking to an echo chamber. And guess what? They would give me an A because I was telling them exactly what they wanted to hear.
Yeah,
that's an indictment on the American education system right there.
Just kissing up to
your
political science
and
teachers.
When I was doing is when Trump was still like when he was running for president and shit, and like all the fucking liberals were like losing their goddamn minds. Guess what I did? I wrote like I was a liberal, and guess who got A's?
Yeah, this
right-wing gun-toting American right here. This guy, right? Now, if I ever ran for any kind of political thing and like people read those papers, there's some weird shit in there right now. I'll tell you that right now. But that, and then like research papers and shit. Oh yeah, easy. Because I'd find out because professors, I'm going to tell you another thing. Professors don't read your goddamn paper. They have student teacher assistants for that. They have STAs. That's what they do. They make the good money. They pay their STAs minimum wage because they can work for the university and get a discount, quote, on their tuition. And they read them. And guess what? They're not paid enough to give a f- So if your thesis and your first page actually like speak to like what their political leanings are, they're automatically going to write there. Because, okay, when was the last time you read a 20-page paper? Like online, let's say you were interested in a subject. You found a 20-page research paper written by somebody in that industry. When was the last time you read that and were riveted?
Probably none.
Never.
No
human being does that. So you have to write to your audience. So you write to your audience, bam. One time I... So to prove my point, I wrote a paper about that.
Mm-hmm.
About it was
people not taking the time to read like a 20 page report.
I was actually writing. So the thesis originally was that
find out how old Lynn is. Okay.
Nice.
Another sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but another controversial subject. Okay, I'm assuming the girl on the left, that's
mm-hmm.
Lynn.
Uh-huh.
So correct me if I'm wrong for anyone listening to this. So in the Western version, Lynn is at least 16 years old,
mm-hmm.
maybe 18 or 17. I don't remember. But in Eastern version, she's considered like a little bit younger than that, like maybe let's say 14 or 13 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And even on the east side, your female companions will have like skimpier outfits or armor compared to the West version.
For East Japan.
Okay, look skeptical.
Yeah, you should look worried, actually. I was kidding.
Wait. Okay, in West, she's 13.
Man, there you go.
All right.
Well, what the fuck? But anywho, so I wrote this paper talking about the American education system, how it's broken, how it does not, how this Cold War 80s mentality is crippling American industry. Okay. Because go on Indeed, look up jobs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of them require a master's degree, and they pay $30,000 to $50,000 a year.
Okay.
How the fuck is somebody with a master's degree who's gone to school 4+ years with an additional few years for the master's program, whatever it is, paid thousands of dollars, going to be able to survive on that kind of salary? It's stupid. And it's not.
Well,
and it's
people
not
with master's
practical.
degree get like a lower salary.
Right, they're still getting a lower salary. So I mean, at the end of the day, okay, a lot of people would say, okay, we'll get a PhD. Cool, but even PhDs, you're not making that much. What can you be? A professor, maybe write papers, maybe do research. There's not a lot of money in that unless it's like in an industry that makes sense, right? So this mantra of, hey, go to school, do this, learn all these things. It worked back in the day when all your information came from a goddamn encyclopedia that you had to purchase.
Right.
Nowadays, I have all the world's knowledge right here.
At your fingertips.
At my fingertips. Now, if that goes away, like, I'll be honest with that, right? But
that would be the apocalypse when all technology just stops working one day.
For the time being, and hear this, teachers and professors and anyone who hears this, smartphones and computers are going to replace you.
Not bad, huh? You can see
They
Can't
are
argue with that.
100%. Automation and artificial intelligence is coming for literally every one of our
it's
jobs.
like a different city every time.
Every single one of them.
That's
My job.
Do you think that just AI technology is just going to replace every type of worker in existence?
Yes.
To a point where us humans can't get a job and can't get paid.
Yes.
Well, we're fucked.
No, actually, I don't. So here's my shtick on this one.
Oh yeah.
So I believe that people all talk about artificial intelligence, how it's going to take over the world. Great. I personally am okay with that, with automation. I love automation. I think that it's the future of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because consider it this way. Okay. Imagine everything is produced by everything. So automation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say you needed to build a chair. Right.
There's a robot that can build chair.
Right. A robot that builds a robot. That robot then builds the chair. Oh, but you need wood. You have a robot that's going to go get the wood for you. Cool.
Or
so guess
produce wood out of some other materials.
One of those robots breaks. Guess what's going to fix it?
Another robot.
Another robot. Exactly. So then what do humans do? Whatever the fuck we want. Because the key is to create that kind of a system without high-end AI taking over and deeming humans as a non-essential function. Right? Human beings still in control, still in power over that.
Okay. So so you're saying that if we have enough AI to help take care of humanity and provide for
but
us,
not enough to overthrow it.
Okay, so not sentient enough to go berserk.
Correct.
Kill all humans.
Consider it this way. What if you were to be able to create some way? So, for example, this is something that I brought up with farming cherries. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have good years and you have bad years, right?
Yeah.
With automation and with using that type of a system, you don't have any of that. For example, right now, if you wanted to build a gigantic fucking greenhouse to grow a whole bunch of trees in, control climate and everything like that, you're looking at billions of dollars. It's going to be so much money. It's not even going to be worth it. Imagine if all you needed was a society or a group or an organization that would automate every single aspect of that. You take out human error. You eliminate that. And each one of those robots, each one of those components is designed perfectly to fix it, designed perfectly to accomplish it.
Yeah, and then that AI robot would ask its creator, "What is my purpose?" "You pass butter." "Oh my god." "Yeah, welcome to the club, pal."
Exactly, right? And that's the kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what makes me excited about automation. Because if we as humans, because people talk about the event horizon or the singularity, right? Like where an AI will become self-aware, sentient, all of that, that will then tip humanity into either a downward spiral or an upward spiral, right? Either way, a lot of shit's getting thrown around in that spiral.
Yeah.
For me, I don't believe it's going to be that computer taking us on that. I believe it's humanity that's then going to turn a corner. Because, for example, think about it this way. You have a... if all of your basic needs are met. So, like, I get kind of some of this from the, like, what was it? Andrew Yang, when he was running for president, he was, like, advocating for universal basic income. Right? So, like, because with tax dollars and X, Y, and Z and whatever it might be, all of your basic needs are met by government. Right? So, it's almost... It's commune capitalism, in my opinion. And that's where I disagree with him. I don't think it should be the government that does that. But imagine if you didn't need the government, if you didn't need anything for all your basic needs to be met. Right? Let's say all the food in the United States, all the vehicles, everything was manufactured, produced, repaired, generated, moved,
all within America.
Within America, within the world, was generated by robots. Every aspect. I'm talking like everything down to like mining for metals and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Managed all by robots. And the humans essentially just take care of either of like the environmental side of things, or they take care of like, okay, well, this is where we can purchase, and like just kind of moving those pieces around, right? So for example, okay, this area is great for, we need a whole bunch of wood. Okay, send the robots go in there, they harvest the wood, they manufacture, like everything's done there. Trucking, moving people. All of that done by robots. Think about it. Like,
cities should have like one of those moving floors at airports.
Right. Think about airplanes. How essential is it that you have a pilot in the cockpit? We can fly drones and blow up people in their homes shitting on their toilets halfway across the country by an Air Force cadet sitting in an air-conditioned office in freaking Vegas.
Would it hurt
just controlling that shit?
Would it hurt to like have a backup human pilot? So like I know you said that like, you know, the AI robots are like so perfect that like, you know, like things can't go awry. But should they do go awry, like let's say let's say an AI robot is like flying a plane through a bunch of storm clouds, and it so happens to get struck by lightning, and that can like affect the AI and the technology of that plane. Would it hurt to have like a human pilot to take over in that situation,
potentially,
or emergency?
But if the AI and the computer was so perfect, it would avoid that storm altogether. It would automatically do those things to avoid risk. I mean, obviously, you can never eliminate 100% of risk. However, doing everything it could to avoid it, like prior planning based on weather conditions. It's also generating that. Like, you have satellites that are so smart, computers that are so smart that they can coordinate that while still not becoming sentient. I'm talking like butting up right to the edge of sentience.
All right, let's throw in terrorists in the mix. AI airplane flying to a storm, you know, en route to its destination, and then from the side or behind there are like these terrorist planes just coming to shoot the plane down, or like they're hijacking the airplane to break in and like steal treasure or luggage or whatever, or kidnap someone. Would it hurt to have for the AI to have like an extra set of human hands or something?
My thoughts exactly.
You just have a Terminator on board. No, I was kidding. No, but like in that regard, okay. So you have situations like that. Let's say Let's see, you've got a couple military planes on its tail trying to take it out. You've got all kinds of scenarios that could happen. The computer would calculate that. And then let's say that happened. Okay, next thing you know, it sends a signal to its robot buddies, and those robot buddies go take out the terrorists. It's game over. Like, you have like fighter jets that can do that as well. Or maybe build countermeasures into the plane, something like that. But like, that's where the robot and the computer would come in so handy, because it can think of things that we can't. Right? Even account for human. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of algorithm out there for like human error or human like thought processes and things like that. I'm sure there is. There's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you can teach people how to do like all kinds of shit on a computer. So I mean, I don't know. But I think I don't know. Future world, humans don't really have to do much. That's what I'm saying.
But if us humans don't have to do much, will we all become so obese like in Wall-E?
See, that's the thing. I think that because so much of our energy. So, for example, so much of our energy is given to providing a roof over our head, to getting food, water, survival, right? Basic survival things, medical coverage, like whatever that might be, right? So much of our energy is devoted to that. Now, let's say that didn't have to happen. Well, let's say our energy didn't need to be devoted to that. What else could we devote our energy to? What else could we devote our talents to? Because human beings are very talented. Like, everybody's got different ideas and things like that. Imagine if you didn't have to figure out what your next move was going to be. Right? Something like this. We could do this all the time if neither of us had to be gainfully employed.
Right. We could do this nonstop.
Exactly. So it opens up to creativity and
essentially you have more free time.
Yeah, free time.
Whether it's doing stuff like this or learning or improving existing skills,
right?
Or I don't know, more self-care.
Mm-hmm. That's where I lean.
Travel.
You could do more. You could see more. That's where I really like the AI idea and the like robots doing shit, automation. I'm all in on that. Like, I love automation. Like, I mean, hell's bells. I mean, like, I sell smart home features, right? Which makes it so like you don't have to like disarm your home security system if you're using the smart home features. It recognizes you as a user, and like it does that. Like, there's so many cool aspects to automation. So many things that you can do. I mean, think about it. What if you had just like kind of a standard grocery order that would just come to you? That was just delivered.
Like the AI knew what you would need for your groceries.
Exactly. Now you could just order stuff. I mean, I love in California, I love DoorDash. DoorDash is my shit, right? Imagine if that was just a robot. Imagine if it was a drone. Like, I love, like, when Amazon came out and
just
said,
one tap of a button and then instantly, like, a drone just drops off your food.
Right. Like, you have that ability. Like, and that's the crazy thing. Is like, Amazon started doing that. And, like, when they started, I was like, that's fucking rad.
Can I just say, we had just come back from California. We went to Disneyland. Oh my god, I am loving like the mobile food order app on the the Disneyland app.
Yeah.
I've had moments where I would I've still got like a long distance to go to get to the restaurant, but I could just prepare my order, and when I'm at a good distance enough that I could just tap a button. Okay, I'm here, even though I'm not really here. Yeah. I'm here, prepare my order.
Yeah.
And then since I get there, I get a notification on my phone. Bing! All right, it's ready. Just come pick it up at the window.
Exactly.
It was so satisfying.
I fucking love it.
I even did it with the corn dog castle.
Me too.
Oh, it was
so great.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. See, and it's those kind of things. Like, and I don't know. I love that they're doing that because you didn't realize that you wanted that. But then you did, and you're like, holy shit, now I don't know how to
Yeah, back in the day, if you wanted a corn dog...
Yeah, you just go wait in line, order the thing, and then wait on the side. Right? Like...
Yeah, but like if you wanna eat, but you also want to keep moving to, go on rides or whatever, you could do that much faster. You could just make the order on the phone, walk over there.
Exactly.
And hopefully by the time you get there, it'll already be done. And which, by the way, I failed to mention. Of course, you have to pay on the phone.
You do.
As
You
well.
still have to pay for it.
Pay through the app. But still, after that, you say, "Hey, prepare my order," and then a couple minutes later, food's ready. Pick it up, and then you can just go to the other side of the park as you eat.
It's so perfect. And I don't know.
And then there was, let's see, Genie Plus was Disneyland. Gracie and I only used it like our last 2 days at the parks. So it was like, let's see, $20 to use it, and for certain rides, you would have to pay extra.
Yeah.
But for most rides, like you could just request a time frame for the Lightning Lane, formerly known as the Fast Pass line.
So now they just put Fast Pass behind a paywall, but it is nice. It gets you up there fast.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, you know, expensive now.
Yeah.
In a way, like, you know, back in the day, if you had your ticket for the park, you would just go to these little Fast Pass stations, just put your ticket in the machine, and then it'll produce a Fast Pass ticket for you to provide at the start of the line. And
Exactly.
but I mean, I'm not disappointed with this. It's just for certain rides, like you have to pay extra. Like for example, the new Spider-Man ride.
Yep.
You have to pay an extra,
like $10.
$7. $7
Yeah,
bucks,
something like that.
and then I think, let's see, I want to say there was another ride that costed like another. Oh no, Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, and Radiator Springs Racers.
Yeah, if you want to get into the Lightning Lane for that, you have to pay an extra $20.
Yeah, so that's a bit excessive.
Yeah, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
$7, I could probably deal.
If you really wanted to, but that line goes fast anyway, so I didn't worry about that one.
Oh, I've only been on the single riders line on the Cars ride.
Nice.
And yeah, that one moves fairly fast. Okay, so got our first story mission.
Nice.
Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District. Learn more about life as a member of Blade. Okay, so it's just a tour. First objective, leave the Blade Barracks.
Nice.
Okay.